Good morning, class. How's it going today? We are going to get right into our lesson today about who discovered America. You'll find on your desk is a sheet with your Explorers Unit pre-test. There's one question on it. I want you guys, before you answer, to take a few minutes, take a minute or so, not a few, but think about who really discovered America. The question is, who do you believe discovered America, and why do you believe this? In about 4 to 5 sentences, I want you guys to explain your answers. Keep in mind, there are no wrong answers here. This is only what you know, so it's not going to be for a grade. I just want to gauge what your knowledge of this content is right now, and then we can go from there. So if you guys would like to, please start your pre-test. I can walk around and help you guys if you are confused or unsure about this. If you're unable to get a full, complete answer, that is all right. Very good. I like this. Seeing some good answers off the bat. Very good. Lots of hands writing. We'll see a couple different answers from a couple other people. That's always going to be interesting when we get into our class discussion. Yeah, let's take about one more minute here and we'll finish up. Alright, and pencils down. Alright, you guys can hold on to these. I'm not going to collect them until the end of the class. But let's just do a little rating real quick. Thumbs up if you think you have a really good answer. I think you know who discovered America. Alright, Elizabeth, who do you feel discovered America?
Christopher Columbus.
Christopher Columbus. Let's just put this up here right now. Alright. Why do you feel he discovered America? What evidence can you give us? What do you know about him?
Because he sailed.
He sailed through it, yes. In 1492, Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm just going to put up here, if you guys want to on the back, you can write 1492-ocean blue. Anybody else think anything more to go with Christopher Columbus, or does anyone have maybe a difference in opinion? Daniela?
I also think that the Vikings
What?
first.
Awesome, very good. You guys are hitting at 2 key groups that we're going to be talking about. I apologize for that. The Vikings, got to there? Yes. Anybody else got anything? Alright, well here, let's go over these real quick. One group that you guys did mention, but not too many people do, is the Chinese is a group. So, if you guys want to, let's just write, everyone should have our 3 groups written out there. We'll have Columbus, the Vikings, and the Chinese. Alright? And for your notes, awesome. Let's go over Christopher Columbus. We already mentioned that, yes, he sailed the ocean blue in 1492. He kept a daily journal that kept all his adventures and his voyages and expeditions. It also, though, one keynote that leads to this discussion and this debate is he implied that in his writings he may have not been the first person in the New World. So let's write implied, not the first. And Daniela brought up that the Vikings may have been the first to discover. They always were on expeditions led in Iceland and Greenland, so it's very possible I'm going to butcher his name. Bjarni Hrofarsson had a journey to Greenland, and he believed that a storm actually brought him and forced him into the North American shores. And he claimed that he was the first person. This was in the year 986, which would be well before Columbus sailed the ocean blue. So, however, we'll get into later in our discussion in the following days. We're going to talk about something known as the Viking hoax. There was a map of Vinland that was discovered to be maybe falsified. The next group is from 1405 to 1433. The Chinese were on a number of expeditions with their leader Zheng He, who wrote a map called the Map of Raku, and he detailed parts of the New World that were unknown to other people. And this is where the big debate comes in. And I want you guys to keep good notes, because our closing project is going to be a debate on which of these three was going to be the true founder or discoverer of America. The other big key for the Chinese is DNA. Everyone has DNA, and in the bodies that were found of people during the New World, DNA is linked back to the Chinese ancestry, which is just a huge, I don't want to call it a breakthrough, but it's just a huge artifact. And also, animals. There were animals that were indigenous to parts of China and other parts that share the same kind of terrain that were found in the New World. And the Chinese boats were so large, and ships were so large, that they actually were able to garden on them. They were able to bring in animals that they would need. So you can think about if we needed to go somewhere and we needed milk, we would bring a cow if we had the transportation, right? So think about, they were bringing animals that were from their area to a new world, and those animals were found there. There's no other explanation for this that people have really found, so that's something we're going to talk about. All right? Moving along, because time permitting, I'm going to hand you guys out your graphic organizer now. And what this is just going along of kind of writing down that what you know, what you learned, and what you still want to know. So the first part of what you know is similar to your pre-test, which if you write the same thing, it's alright, because it doesn't change what you know. If you learned anything here through our class discussion, you will put that in the middle part, right here, for the what I learned. Right? And part of your homework tonight is going to be what I want to know. So, what is something that you might want to know, Anna, about this? Sorry to put you on the spot there. But maybe about the Viking hoax, something like that could be something you guys want to know about, or maybe more about these Chinese animals that were found in the New World. And it's all up to you guys. So there's no right or wrong answer with what you guys want to know. What you learned might be a little bit more different, because what you're learning are the facts that we're going over, so that's okay. Alright, and so for your closing activity, I want you guys to spend a few minutes writing down any question you have, anything interesting you've learned today, and you're very welcome, anything interesting you've learned today, or any concerns you may have with this. Maybe with the debate that we're going to be closing with, maybe you don't know how to debate, you've never been in a debate. All of these will let me know what sort of changes I need to make, or adaptations to help you guys. I'm already seeing some very good answers. Interesting concerns. While you're writing, let's just see if we can go over some of the things that we talked about today. Can someone give me one of the three groups that discovered Maria?
Chinese.
The Chinese. Thank Daniela?
The Vikings.
The Vikings and Christopher Columbus. Very good. Can anyone tell me something that they learned about the Chinese of why it's just... Their DNA was one of the keys I gave. The animals from the different regions. Does everyone remember the third one, Abraham? It was the first one I wrote. We didn't talk about it too much, I just let in with it. In 1405 to 1433, they went on a number of expeditions. Okay, make sure we write that down there, because that might be one of your test questions, too. Alright, well, we are just about out of time, so if you guys can turn in your note cards as your exit slip, I'll take a look at those, and it will help you for tomorrow's lesson. Pack your things and head to your next class. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.